Hello, Tube. Let's make sure. See if I'm actually showing up this time. Let's see here. Let's see here. It says I'm live. And I am on camera. Let's bring the mic closer and point it in the right direction. It says I'm live. Alright. Going to do about an hour's worth of studying for the Net Plus. I know this isn't the most entertaining content on all of the YouTubes, but it's what I need to do. And you know, if you have something you want to study for an hour or got to work on for an hour, and you want to put this on as background noise, it's a good time. Excuse me. Let's see here. So I think what I'm going to do, I want to try this. So that way I'm just not sitting here watching Professor Messer on my phone. And maybe actually be able to do stuff, review questions. I want to review the questions on the Jason Dion's practice test I took yesterday. And what I'm going to do is, let's open up a Word document here. So this is the plan. Oh, hold on, you can't see that. That's the... Oh my gosh. Alright, hold on here. Let's try it. Why are you doing this? Doesn't matter. It can be... I want to make some flashcards. But what I'm going to do is... I've got way too much stuff open. Because I want to go over the questions, but I don't want to give the questions because the questions are obviously, you know, they're Jason Dion's property. He just so happens to sell them. I'm going to copy these questions into Copilot, and I want to try to see what it spits out. Maybe I can copy what it spits out into this Word document, and then we can just kind of go over what it says. That's the plan. I want to see if it works. This may not work. Copilot is thinking. Oh, it's so slow right now. Why is it so slow? So, gosh. So the let's try this. So I'm going to copy this. Alright. So the distribution layer is indeed the middle tier in the 3-tier hierarchical network model. It took that long just to spit this little bit out. So you have the access layer that connects the end devices, PC printers, etc. to the network. The distribution layer, which aggregates data from the access layer, enforces policies and routes between VLANs. And the core layer, providing high-speed backbone connectivity and handles large-scale routing. Think of the distribution layer as the traffic controller. It makes sure data from various access points get where it needs to go securely and efficiently. Want to dive deeper into network design or maybe sketch out a topology for your streaming setup? No, I don't need that. So the question was going over the 3-tier hierarchical model, and that was a complete guess on my part that I got it right. So I'm going to copy and paste this into my Anki slides. I can't really show it without giving the question and stuff. So what I do is I take the question and I copy it and paste with the choices. And then I copy and paste the answer along with the objective or the explanation into the back of the slide, along with the where it's located, so that way, if I need to freshen up on it later, I know where to find where it talks about it in the material. I have my A, B, C's, and D's. I did this for, maybe I'll show just this one. I'll show just this one. I doubt Jason Dion will ever see this nor care that I show one question, just to show how I do my slides. And if he does care, I'll go back and I'll private it later. Not a big deal. Okay. I got so much stuff going on. I need a third screen. I need a third screen. So I want to copy my my discussion with Copilot as well. Just so I get a little more data. Alright. And then distribution was the correct answer. Okay, so this is... If you don't know what Anki slides are, it's awesome. I used it for the ITF, the Linux LPI LE. I used it for the A+. Use it for, just keep using it. So what I do is when I take these practice tests, I make the questions into slides. That way I can, obviously work on them later. And the goal is not to memorize the answer, because that will do you absolutely zero good, because you're not going to get the same questions, that's on the exam. You might get questions that are very similar, or, especially with the Linux Essential quiz. The Jason Dion practice tests were very, very similar, if not even the same questions. You're not that lucky on the CompTIA stuff. So, it's very important to learn the why and not just the answer. And that just comes with time, with studying the materials and stuff. But this is the first slide. In the 3-tier hierarchical model, I can't pronounce anything, especially after work and sleep deprivation and everything else. So you're just going to have to deal. All right. Which tier is in between the other two? And right, I mean, this is a perfect example of how the CompTIA questions are asked. Weird. That's all I gotta say. In the three-tier hierarchical model, which tier is in between the other two and is responsible for providing connectivity as well as facilitating communication between different access layer devices? And the choices were distribution, access, aggregation, and core. And I just happened to guess distribution. I think it was just the facilitating communication between different access layer devices. It just kind of felt like it was distributing communication. That was kind of my thought process. I didn't know. I didn't know for sure. I definitely didn't. And then the question or the practice test gives you like an explanation. So it tells you where and what area of the material. And I don't remember. So Professor Messer goes in order. I don't remember if Jason Dion's material go in order of the CompTIA, which we can open that up too and take a look at that. Because I'm getting sidetracked here. I don't remember if Jason Dion goes in order of the I forget the official term CompTIA calls them, but basically of the objectives that you need to learn. I have a feeling he kind of does a better job of making it all flow together, but I don't remember for sure. So then it gives an explanation. The distribution tier is a three-tier hierarchical model. Okay, I was just curious because that sounds really similar to what CompTIA. I was wondering if CompTIA stole it. It's responsible for providing connectivity between the access layer and the core layer. It acts as an intermediary layer, facilitating communication between different access layers devices and forwarding traffic to the appropriate destination. The access tier focuses on connecting end user devices, while the core tier handles high-speed backbone connectivity. The term aggregation is not typically used to describe a specific tier in this model. Therefore, the distribution tier is the correct choice in this context. See, I didn't know what the aggregation was to even have it throw me off. For support or reporting issues include question. So, and it's in networking concepts. And then I copy and pasted the stuff that Copilot said. So, and then you just add it to the deck, and eventually, so basically you build these decks, and then you can set it up to give you so many cards a day. It kind of gives you like the new cards, and then there's cards that it'll bring back from older, basically older cards. What you do is that here we'll just I'll take the study now. We'll study our one question. So this is what it does. It gives you the front. We had this in the front. We know the answer is distribution because in the three-tier hierarchical tiers, oh my lord, you have the access is the first tier that connects end devices to the network, and the core tier is the high-speed backbone connectivity, and it handles large-scale routing. And aggregation has nothing to do with it, apparently. And then show answer. This is our back. Very good. And then, so down here, you can say again, hard, good, or easy. So I thought, if I think, oh man, that question was super easy, I can click on it and I won't see this question again for 3 days. Or, good, 10 minutes, 6 minutes, 1 minute. And so, like, so what I do, if I get it wrong, I do it again. So that way it gives me another card or two. That one will pop back up again. And I, and then I can answer it. And usually if I answer it right, if I don't answer it right, because sometimes it's like, oh, what was the answer to that? I'll click again. Then I just kind of keep pushing it down the line until it stops popping in during whatever study session I'm on. So yeah, and the longer it goes, there'll be like 1.6 months. So you won't see that card again for 1.6 months. And then if you're like, and then what I do, like when I get close to the test, I'll just kind of do random cards. That way, some of the ones I haven't seen for a while will get shuffled back in. But super awesome app, completely free. Just go to, I think it's AnkiWeb. Let's see if I can find it here. Where's my internet? Why are you going to about? I don't want about. I just want. Oh, you suck. AnkiWeb. Why? apps.ankiweb.net. This one right here, and it's got it for all of them. Like I have it on my MacBook Air. I have it on my Linux laptop. I have it on my Windows laptop. I have it on my cell phone. iOS, Android, the whole 9 yards. So it goes on. And the thing is that it can when you sign in with your account, you can sync all your different Anki devices. They sync together, so that way if you have 10 minutes at work, you get on your cell phone, you do them, and then when you get home, you get on your computer and you can do them, and it all syncs up, and it's such a really good thing. Really, really good stuff. So, all right. I didn't mean to do that. So we'll go back to Mr. Dion here. Here we go. So we got that. Question 2, I got wrong. So I'm going to copy it into my mic is in the way. I need it close, but I don't need it. I need to get like a boom or whatever you call it. I don't know why I attach it. I guess I can attach it to the Cisco switch right here. Attach to the Cisco switch. It ain't going nowhere. Alright. So this question is about okay. So basically this question is about, a dude that whose contract was ended and things start magically changing after he leaves. So I don't know. The only reason why I would have got this wrong is because I just did not read the question correctly. It's a kind of a long story problem, and I have a tendency of I have a tendency of not reading those very closely. So yeah, this one was actually an obvious answer that I just completely got wrong. And I am terrible at multiple choice tests. Not good at them at all. So I got like a couple things going against me. So I'm going to want to show. I don't know if this is giving too much away. It's my problem. But I don't know really how else to do it. What if I just do... I'll just do this part. So... the correct answer was the back door. The guy, the contractor, put a way, basically a way in that no one else knows about into the system. It's a hidden method of bypassing normal authentication, often left behind intentionally by someone with prior access, like a disgruntled consultant. It allows remote access without triggering standard login mechanisms, which explains why the server logs show no errors. Well, see, I didn't know that. I didn't know. Well, I mean, I guess I can see it not throwing any errors, but I would think that you'd be able to see the activity. I could be wrong. I'm not a network engineer person. This can be software-based, custom scripts, rogue services, or protocol-based. SSH key left behind. I have a question for... Let me copy this stuff over real quick. So I'm going to copy this into... Did I not open Anki again? Or did... Okay. Ooh. I'm going to get another vertical monitor here. I don't know. I'll show you what I'm working with. Let me kind of scroll that up for a minute. Maybe I'll show you what. Don't mind my incredibly dirty room that is incredibly clustered. I probably just gave you a shot up my nose. So that's what I'm working with here. Because I'm trying to be respectful to the actual practice material. I've got so much stuff going on my other monitor. I need to take care of this room. I just don't have the time or the... I shouldn't say I don't have the time. I don't have the energy or the willpower right now. But I could very much use another vertical monitor. This would make this a whole lot easier. I just don't know if I have room for another one. I'd make it work. Alright. So I'm going to copy question 2 into my slide. And then I want to kind of make it a little prettier here. Because, I mean, I am going to stare at these questions for the next few months, so it's always kind of nice to do some formatting to make them easier to read. Alright. So the correct answer. Copy them. Oh, come on. That just... Oh. Interesting. I can drag that into the other screen. Alright. One of the things with Anki that you have to pay attention to is the tags is always at the bottom. And so if you're not paying attention, you can just copy the back, what you want on the back of the slide into the tags. I do that quite often. It's annoying. And then I'm actually going to copy all the stuff that, like, Copilot. I really like Copilot. My thumbnails are coming from Copilot, and they're so janky, and I realize that. But that's part of the reason why I like them. It's just funny. Copilot, do you want to sketch out a mock incident response plan for your channel? Could be a killer educational segment. Well, you know what? Copilot? Yes, please. Let's see what Copilot does here. Mock incidents response plan. Backdoor blues. Whoa there. This is a family channel there, Copilot. Scene setup scenario. A new admin knows strange config changes and missing logs. Suspicion. A backdoor left by a former consultant. Phase 1. Identification. Trigger. Unexplained server behavior, missing logs, or altered settings. Tools. Use netstat, PS, check config, and audit TD to spot rogue services or unusual ports. Unexpected outbound traffic, unknown user accounts, schedule task scripts that don't match documentation. Stream tip. Oh, I should have read this before. Show how to use grep to search for suspicious cron jobs or SSH key. I don't know how to do that. That I can load up Linux and we can try. Phase 2, containment. Short term. Isolate affected systems from the network. Disable suspicious user accounts. Long term. Change all passwords and revoke old credentials. Review firewall rules and ACLs. A glitchy insight. It likes playing on my name. Change all. If it walks like a shell and talks like a shell, it's probably a shell script with bad intentions. Oh, Copilot, you're so funny. Phase 3, eradication. Actions. Remove unauthorized software or scripts. Reinstall compromised services from trusted sources. Scan for rootkits using tools like CheckRootkit or RK-Hunter. Visual cue. Use your glitch-themed overlays to highlight infected versus clean system states. Phase 4, recovery. Steps. Restore from the clean backups. Monitor system behavior post-recovery. Re-enable network access gradually. Streaming segment. Here we go. This is a new segment. Just imagine I had like a awesome screen that came across. Compare pre and post recovery metrics using htop, iftop, or audit control. Phase 5, lesson learned. Debrief. Document the timeline and actions taken. Update security policies and onboarding, offboarding procedures. Consider implementing centralized logins and Seam tools. This is the second time I've seen this in like 3 days. Well, I've seen it in one of the questions on the test. Remember Professor Messer talking in one of the videos I watched today and just now, but I still don't remember what that is. Outro idea. Here we go. Imagine I have like a fancy outro thing going on. End with a 404 recap. Dang, it's like coming up with all my good ideas. The 404 recap. What went wrong, what you fixed, and how viewers can apply it to their own setups. Want help scripting this into a full episode outline or design glitchy visuals for each phase? Yes, can I get a full episode script? And I want to see what glitchy visuals. This might take a minute. Oh man, it gives me timing and everything. So I have to do this in 45 seconds. Glitchy intro. Can I do glitchy intros on OBS? Glitchy intro animation. Terminal text flickers. Error 404. Insights not found. Boots up with distorted sound effects. Whoa, it's acting like we have a budget around here. Background music. Flow. Lo-fi synth with static overlay. You're just going to pretend like you hear some lo-fi synth music going on. I'm not entirely sure what that would even... well, I mean, I know what lo-fi is. I know what synth is. I don't know how they fit together. YouTube, welcome back to Error 404 Insights Not Found, where today the only thing more broken than my firewall is my sense of humor. Today we're diving into a classic cybersecurity horror story. The back door. Jesus, that scared me. I guess you did type boo. Not the kind you forget to lock at night. The kind that lets someone waltz into your server like they own the place. And then for a minute and 15 seconds, I gotta talk about this stuff. Where's my glitchy stuff? It is loud. I would have to screw around on Streamlabs. And I don't know if it's coming through the computer, if it's just coming through my speakers into my mic. But it makes me jump every time. I don't know why it's doing it for every chat. So we'll design me a glitchy overlay. See what it does here. This is going to take a minute. In the meantime, question 3 was another story problem. So network connectivity with Wi-Fi. Yeah, I can. Okay, I went. This one was. Question 3 was a keep it simple, stupid question, and I didn't keep it simple because I'm stupid. So let me add that to the front. And then insufficient wireless coverage. It's always the insufficient wireless coverage. Why does it say thank you? Oh, it's the reporting issues. It says thank you at the end. I'm like, why is it thanking me? I got it wrong. My nose won't stop itching. So I'm going to copy and paste. Okay, first before I do that, let's finish this here. So the problem with Copilot is it gives you a lot of, basically as many free pictures I think as you want, but it has problems with making sure that identification. I imagine it's supposed to be identification, but it doesn't fit. So it has a problem with trying to make sure everything fits. Let's download this. My really bad thumbnails. So we'll look at these real quick. So you notice how like the cables just are like shoved in, like they don't even line up, and there's actually no like connector at the end. And sometimes I had to keep redoing it because it wouldn't make it small enough, and then sometimes it would make it small enough but then misspell my name. But I like it. That's some pretty bad code there. The same thing goes with the thumbnail for these CompTIA ones. I mean, what's this cable? What is wrong with this cable? And then, the plugs again. They're not even lined up. They're not plugged in. These are, I think, Russian. I have no idea what these symbols would even be. This one, I thought it was so funny I had to keep it. It's supposed to be error 404, insights not found. And I wanted a thumbnail for when I work on home lab stuff. And the error 404 home lab not found. I thought that was funny, so I kept it. I didn't have it try to redo it. But anyway, let's see here. Yeah, so even so it's not simply it only has this much space. No, it really just cut off identification. Copilot, you are so silly. All right, back to the boring stuff. Did I just close? All right. Sorry, can't see this. Well, you're going to see it if I... Oh, my Lord. All right. This one's embarrassing. I should have known this one. Okay. I think I can show this here. Alright. So, classic wireless woes. Let's break this down so it sticks for the next time. Very, very good idea there. Very good idea there, Copilot. Why insufficient wireless coverage is the correct answer. Even though signal degradation, I feel like I'm saying that wrong, but I just don't care. Or loss sounds plausible. It's a bit too vague. Okay, you don't have to rub it in. All right, I got it wrong. I know I got it wrong. The key phrase in the question is certain areas of the office, which I completely overlooked. This points to a localized issue, not a general one. Here's how the options stack up. Oh, that has... Well... You didn't see that. Real world fixes. As I have a scratch I can't itch. Site survey. Use tools like Ekahau or NetSpot to map signal strength. Those sound expensive. Add access points. It's probably just cheaper just buy some extra access points and make the coverage a little better. Especially in dead zones or behind brick walls. Adjust placement. Sometimes just relocating an access point can fix the issue. Like you don't put your access point next to your microwave. You're not going to have good results. I want to turn this into a mini tech tip for your channel. Could be a fun 404 signal not found segment. Yeah, they are just giving me so many ideas for segments. Let's okay. Where are you at, Copilot? Did I close you again? Okay. Yes, give me this segment. Let's see what it says. This is studying, right? Of course this is. Okay. Here, I'll do a... Okay. This is my future million view. My future million view short right here. Segment title 404, signal not found. Why your Wi-Fi ghosts you. Why your Wi-Fi went to buy milk and cigarettes and never came back. Intro, glitch effect. Man, it's really underestimating my budget. Welcome back to Era 404, where the only thing more unstable than my wireless connection is my sleep schedule. I ain't lying. I'm pacing through the office with a laptop signal. Whoa, and we gotta bring in like sets? I ain't got this type of... I don't have this type of time or money. Ever walked into a corner of your office and watched your Wi-Fi vanish like your motivation on a Monday? You're not alone. And no, it's not ghosts in your server rack. The real culprit, insufficient wireless coverage. Despite your network being technically operational, some zones are just dead. Not metaphorically, literally. These are Wi-Fi dead zones, and they happen when your access points, APs, don't reach every nook and cranny. Quick diagnosis. Devices disconnect only a specific area. Signal strength drops to 1 bar or less. You've tried turning it off and on again. Of course you have. That should be number 1. Fix it like a pro. Run a site survey. Use tools like NetSpot or whatever the heck that is to visualize signal strength. Add more APs, especially near thick walls, metal shelves, or mysterious lead-lined conference rooms. Reposition existing access points, sometimes a 2-meter shift. This is America. We don't know what these meter things are. Is the difference between connected and rage quit. Cut to holding a router like a trophy. Alright, here we go. Remember, Wi-Fi isn't magic. It's science with a side of chaos. So if your signal playing hide and seek, it's time to stop chasing ghosts and start chasing coverage. Outro glitch effect. Imagine there's a glitch effect. Smash that like button if your Wi-Fi has ever betrayed you mid-upload, and subscribe for more tech tips, troubleshooting tantrums, and glitchy goodness. Want me to mock up a Oh, wait. Let's see what the thumbnail will be. I'm all in now. Like I'm getting... Could have killed the dog. I'm getting so many video ideas. It ain't even... give me a thumbnail. This is gold right here. Anytime. So this is in one of my AI classes. We were supposed to use AI to recreate Starry Night, and then they gave us some like leeway. That doesn't look like me. This is glare. Dude getting abducted by aliens on Starry Night. So, you know, this only took me like 45 minutes of annoyance to get to where to get to something that I enjoy. And also, if we do some show and tell, this came today. And then however you... If you want like a sash thing, you have to get that yourself, I guess. And I'll have that. Just like my, you probably can't see, it's probably too small, but I got my associates there, my bachelor's going in there, and then I'll have to wait a couple years, and then I'll get another one for my master's degree, and then I'll have to wait a few more years and get one for my doctorate. Just kidding. I'm surprised I even made it to graduate school. Anyway, it's actually a pretty good thumbnail. I don't know who this dude is. Knowing my luck is I'd use it for a thumbnail, ends up being like some famous YouTuber, and they sue the hell out of me. 404 signal not found. Why your Wi-Fi goes to. Problem is though, my name's not. So I'm telling it. I don't know if you can read this or not. My name is not signal not found. Is that a joke or did you forget it? See what it says. Oh, you can see it. For some reason. Oh, no, it did not forget. Okay, it's just making fun of me, like everyone else. Wi-Fi wipeout? That's pretty good. The Wi-Fi Bermuda Triangle. Streaming interrupted. The Office. Dead Zone. I'm going to have to remember this for when I want to do like some one-off videos. Because this is giving me some awesome like titles and things I feel like I can use. Okay. Almost an hour in and I'm on question 4. This is going great. Alright. Question 4. So question 4 is about variable link subnet masking. That was a complete guess. I mean, it was a risky guess because the answer fit what it could be, but I wasn't sure if it was a real thing. If that makes sense at all. Like, it feels like it was kind of too easy of an answer for something I had never heard of before. Alright, so I'm going to copy. Oh, I keep forgetting to click add. So I'm going to copy my question into here. And I will copy this. Oh, I almost copied it into the tags and not into the back. Almost did it with the explanation. And what does CompTIA have to say? Here I'll just copy this part. Get rid of this. Alright. Why allow subnets of multiple sizes to be used within a large network is correct. Variable length. I shouldn't have copied that part. I'll figure this out. Variable length subnet masking is all about flexibility. Instead of carving up your IP space into equal sized chunks, I mean, unless you tailor the subnet sizes to your actual needs, that makes sense because you only have so many subnets that you can. You only have so many subnets. So if you were like, you know, I can't math, right? If you have 20 subnets and you got one computer over here and 12 computers over here, you can't really do 10 and 10. You could do like 5 and 15, and both sides could like have room to grow. Small subnet for a printer cluster, sure. A large one for a dev team, absolutely. No, we laid off the dev team budget cuts. It was unfortunate. We have AI. We don't need them anymore. All within the same arching network. Have I mentioned I use Arch Linux? I really don't. You got it. This is a special. I don't use Arch Linux. I use. I didn't think it was going to be this slow. That's what I use. Oh wait, that's. Hold on. I will get this right. Hold on. Don't look. Where the heck is it? Where's all my do I just do crap, I forgot how to launch it. Hold on. Hold on. That's not right. Hold on. I already have it installed. Here we go. This is what I use. Hold on. Why didn't that work? I don't remember how to go back. There we go. Do I have to like how do Oh, is it because I have to... I only learned about this yesterday, so... Okay, now this is what I use. You scared? You should be. You should be very scared. Nope, I do not need to reconnect. Alright. I was going to stream some Python stuff last night, and I got completely sidetracked. I didn't even know WSO was even a thing that existed, and then learned that I could just run Linux super easily without having to deal with VMware or VirtualBox. I went all crazy. I have Ubuntu too. Yeah. For some reason, when I'm talking, I feel like I need to stare at the mic. I'm having an old person problem over here. Okay. Let's finish this slide. We'll have time for one more probably. I'll do 5 whole whopping slides. I'll probably work on it. I'll have to work on it outside the stream too, just because this will take me the rest of my life to finish. Or I could just say screw it, and this is what I do when I'm on stream and watch the videos offline, because at least this way I can be kind of interactive. Can have some fun. Alright. Question 5, I got correct. That was a complete guess. It's about RTO. I have no idea what RTO even stands for. Well, now I know. So we're going to do this. So this one, we'll look at a couple things here. This is the correct answer. And this is the explanation. Okay, so it tells me what the other ones stand for. Okay, that's good. I want to copy and paste this into here. Okay, so I can't really show its explanation because it just gives basic. Oh my lord. Let me copy and paste here. Alright. Oh my lord. Why are you being so difficult? Okay. Slide is made. Closing Anki. Alright. I'm going to share this quick tip from my channel. If you're streaming cybersecurity or disaster recovery content, you could do a segment like 404 business continuity not found. RTO versus RPO explained with glitchy humor. I wouldn't put. I mean, I like the 404 business continuity not found. RTO versus RPO explained. The glitchy humor is kind of cringe. Want help scripting that or turning into a visual overlay with animated clocks, countdowns, or corrupted file icons? Okay. We're going to have it give me a script. Actually, these scripts are kind of helpful because it's just kind of a fun way of learning what these things are about. Okay. 404 Insights Not Found. Channel segment titled 404 Business Continuity Not Found, RTO versus RPO explained. Intro, glitchy effects, distorted logo flickers in. Again, I gotta let this thing know that I have no budget. Welcome back to Error 404, where the only thing more fragile than my Wi-Fi signal is your disaster recovery plan. I mean, these are kind of cute. I'm in front of a terminal with the corrupted file icon on the screen. I don't have a terminal. Today we are diving into two acronyms that sound like rejected robot names. Kind of does. But are actually critical to keeping your business alive when things go sideways. RTO and RPO. RTO, Recovery Time Objective, cut to countdown timer overlay. Like my overlay? RTO is the maximum amount of time your system can be offline before your business starts bleeding money, credibility, or both. Think of it as, how long can we hold our breaths before we pass out? Example, if your RTO is 2 hours, you better have a plan to get things back online in under 120 minutes, unless you work where I work. Then it could be 2 hours, could be 2 days. Or start prepping your apology tweets. I didn't get no apology tweets. RPO, Recovery Point Objective, cut to glitchy backup file animation. RPO is all about data loss tolerance. It answers, how much data can we afford to lose? 0. If your RPO is 15 minutes, your backup better be running tighter than my OBS scene transitions. That's pretty loose because I don't have any OBS scene transitions. Miss that window? Say goodbye to your last 15 minutes of transactions, edits, or cat memes. That scared me. Well, thank you. That's very kind. Can I? Thought maybe I could have the comment come on screen. Why is that? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Arash. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Let's see. While we're here, let's throw in 2 more acronyms for flavor. Oh, those, you shouldn't be seeing those. Those are the other 2 acronyms in the question. Oh well. I'm very slowly giving Jason Dion all of his giving away all of his questions and answers. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay. I really gotta remember to turn that down. I actually turn it off for just comments. I get so many comments, of course, you know. It just blings all the time. Anyway, while we're here, we're going through 2 more acronyms for flavor. MTTR, mean time to repair. That's nice that they give a T to 2. How long it takes to fix stuff. MTBF, mean time between failures. How often stuff breaks. All the time. The MTBF, it's just all the time. Yeah. If the MTBF is shorter than your coffee break, who gets coffee breaks? This is 2025. Nobody gets breaks. We've got bigger problems. Wrap up. I don't have a whiteboard with a whiteboard with glitchy flowcharts. So I have to go out and buy a whiteboard now and figure out how to get glitchy flowcharts. I have to figure out how to do a flowchart. This is too much work. RTO and RPO aren't just buzzwords, they're lifelines. Whether you're running a Fortune 500 or a YouTube channel with a Linux lab and a dream, knowing your thresholds means knowing your survival strategy. Outro glitch affects terminal types itself. Oh, and again, I need these effects. Smash that like button if you've ever lost a file and blamed the cloud. Subscribe for more tech tips, glitchy breakdowns, and recover. I got blamed Outlook for not doing a couple attachments last week. They just disappeared. I don't know what happened. Want me to turn this into a storyboard? I don't need. Let's see what it would do with a thumbnail. I'm more playing with Copilot than I am learning anything. Security Plus, very nice. I haven't done that one yet. That would be after this one. Kind of going in order just because of what is it? The Sec Plus will renew the Net Plus, but not the other way around. I think how it is. And if you've taken the Net Plus already, there's a fruit fly that's bugging me. If you've taken the Net Plus, let me know. How'd you do? How'd it go? Where did Copilot go? Oh, here we go. Here. See, this will take a minute. We'll have it create a thumbnail. I'll probably call it, but I'll be back later where I butcher some Python. I got a whole idea on it, and it should be good. Because the stuff that I have in mind has a very generous license, so I should be able to stream it without any issues, or stream myself going through the material. Why does it keep giving me this guy? That looks nothing like me. It doesn't even look anything like me if I had no beard. Scroll. I can't scroll up without it here. Hold on. Just as a refresher. Maybe it's not exactly the same guy. It's pretty dang close though. Kind of looks like the Italian guy that tries all the American food and hates it. So you didn't take the Net Plus. Yeah. Gotcha. I wish I should figure out an overlay to get the chat on the screen. Oh, okay. My experience with the VPNs is I have a VPN to... I do have a VPN set up. I don't really use it, though. I don't really have a reason to use it. I don't really... when I'm out and about, I don't really need to have access to anything at home. But I set it up just so I could, I don't know, get the experience of setting one up, just so I could. It was kind of I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of a headache, to be honest. It was one of those things where I did it following a guide and it didn't work, so I redid it following the guide, didn't work. Then like finally after like the fourth or fifth time, it actually just worked. I have no idea. I don't think I did anything different, but yeah, through PF Sense. That's what I use. So there's the. That's not a bad thumbnail. I mean, I don't know why he keeps giving me this guy. One last thing. Without this guy, I don't know who. Let's see what it gives me. Why does it keep doing that to me? Oops. Oh, it's okay. Google cybersecurity roadmap. Where is it? I like this roadmap. It's probably you won't be able to see it, but the CompTIA roadmap is kind of nice. Can I zoom in? Maybe. So originally I was going to do the infrastructure and cloud. Like I got the A plus, I got the ITF plus, which is basically the Tech plus. And I did the Linux Essentials, and I was going to work my way kind of over. But actually, I'm going to my graduate degree program is information security, so I guess I would be technically going more the cybersecurity route. Than like the infrastructure, but I think at the end of the day, like the infrastructure interests me more than cybersecurity, just because everyone and their mother wants to become a cybersecurity expert or whatever, or they always want to do the hacking stuff. Yeah, I sure can. Maybe I can. Can I? Hold on one second here. I'm not sure how to do it through Streamlabs. Second here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hello? Why can't I chat? Crap. Here, if you just, for some reason I can't figure out how to talk in my own chat through YouTube. If you just, type in, all I did was type in, CompTIA roadmap. It's like the first thing that pops up. And they updated it recently, because the last time I looked at it, it still had the ITF plus. Yeah. So it just seems like, the whole Mr. Robot, the anonymous, like there's just, I don't know, it just seems like everyone and their mother wants to go the cybersecurity route. I mean, I think it's cool. I think like I really enjoy watching like what's his face on YouTube. Like the scammer payback stuff and the Kip Boga stuff and the what's his face John John Hammond, is it? Yeah, that guy. I really enjoy their stuff. It's really kind of impressive what they can do. Yeah, it was a good show though. It was a lot of fun. I still have to finish a couple of seasons. I think there was like what 5 seasons or something. I think I watched the first 3. Um, but yeah, so I started on the infrastructure, and then so when I got the A+, I'm like, I don't want to do the Net Plus because one, I was so burned out on CompTIA, and two, I thought if I was going to do it, I might as well go all out and study for the CCNA. And then I realized that I was not ready for the CCNA, even though I think technically they consider it like kind of a beginner cert. It does, sure as heck doesn't feel like a beginner cert. So then I decided to take the summer off, and then here I am with the Network Plus again. But yeah, I plan on doing the Network Plus and then doing the Security Plus fairly quickly afterward, hopefully. And then just kind of see what, where I go from there. Maybe I'll luck out and I won't have to worry too much about certs after that, because I'm pretty bad at taking the test, but you never know. But alright, I think that's going to be it for this one. I've got to go take care of a couple things. I'll be back later. I'm going to if I can I don't know, the job market, like when I first went back to school, if I went to Indeed, there'd probably be like, I live in a pretty rural area, but there'd still be like a couple dozen job openings, and this would have been like, I think it was 2022 when I went back to school. And then today, if I go to Indeed, there might be 2. That's on a good day. Like, the job market just went nuts. Not in the good way. But what I'm hoping too is that if I focus more on the infrastructure side of things, because it seems like a lot of those who are really struggling right now are the ones that are like developers and computer science people, stuff like that, more than the ones that focus on like hardware and stuff. Oh, you're in Turkey? Yeah. I can only imagine. I don't know I don't know the Turkey job market, but I can say, like, just from what I read and stuff, that I guess the U.S. market's pretty bad right now. But again, I haven't been in the job market, so I couldn't say for sure. But just if I just purely go on by Indeed, it's pretty bad. But yeah. So I'll be back around 8 o'clock. Turkey? When isn't it like in the middle of the night there in Turkey, or maybe? Yeah, wouldn't it be like middle of the night? Oh yeah, remote jobs from the EU. Well, I wish you good luck. Yeah, 2 a.m. That's what I say. Let's see here. So I'm going to later. I'll be back with well, it's not actually from this site, but it's the same thing. Can I just well, thank you. I'll be back with this. So this is the Harvard CS50's Introduction to Programming with Python class. Completely free through EDX. And you get like a certificate at the end of it for free. Or you can pay for like a validated certification. So I actually registered for this because it's free. Why not? Because I've been wanting to kind of re-up on my Python. So I thought I would do this little class, and then at the end of it, I'll get a little certification. So, and with the license, does it say the license? Yeah. So this has a Creative Commons license. You are free to share, copy, and redistribute the material in any medium or format. You're able to adapt, remix, transform, and build upon the material, and the licensor cannot revoke these freedoms. So I just have to give appropriate credit. So I'll have the link to the class in the description. I'll have a link to the license. I mean, I'm not monetized, so I don't have to worry about the commercial purpose. And yeah, so I can have the video playing, and I can be working along with it, and it should be a thing. That's going to be like 8 o'clock Central, which is 2 hours from now. So I'll be back. Going to take a little break and do a little Python. The whole class is like 16 hours. I'm not sure if the one I'm currently doing will be 16 hours, but then there's like little work projects and stuff to work on. Ubuntu, yeah. Yeah, so if you go to the EDX website, it's I didn't mean to do Python. If you go to EDX, it's all through. You get like an actual little Harvard certificate at the end, so you can say you went to Harvard. I think the free one says Harvard X. I think the regular one says Harvard. Anyway, there's like all these classes. There's a cybersecurity, Python. So the ones I plan on doing is the Python and the SQL. Because I know for a fact Python and SQL come up in the graduate program. I'll have to pay attention. I might do some JavaScript or something as well. But I know for sure I'll do the SQL and the Python. To just kind of get refamiliarized with those before the classes hit. Well, I appreciate it. You have a good day too. Yeah, definitely. It's completely free, and it was a little bit of a pain in the butt to set up. I think I got it set up right. You have to set it. If I have a Windows machine, so I had to do a bunch of stuff in PowerShell to get it to where I can hopefully submit the assignments. But yeah, it should be a good thing. So that's it for this one, peeps. I'll be back.